Good morning everybody, welcome back to our 30-day challenge. Today is day 22, energy. So today we're going to be spending a bit of time being a little more energetic than we were yesterday. Yesterday we were as slow as a sloth. Today let's be, I don't know, as energetic as these little birds that are building a nest. Welcome back to Costa Rica. We've got a beautiful morning here. I hope you're going to keep enjoying the sounds of the birds. And we're going to get straight into it. So let's come into a wide-legged forward fold. So take your knees as wide as your mat. Send your hips back and your arms out long. Take your head, your forehead down to the ground. And let's start off with 5 deep breaths here in our wide-legged child's pose. You can start to engage that ujjayi breath that we spoke about. That soft sea breeze sound at the back of the throat. Take the inhales and exhales in and out of the nostrils. And see if you can engage your root lock, the mula bandha that we spoke about before. Inhale, come on up. Send your knees closer together, hands about shoulder distance apart. We're going to send our hips up and back to downward facing dog. Now walk out your dog just to stretch out the hamstrings, waking everything up. Starting to feel the body opening up for you. And feel free to take some twists as well, bending through the right leg, stretching the left side of the body. And then bending through the left, stretching through the right. Just take any movement that feels good for your body this morning. And when you're ready, become nice and still. Close your eyes or look between the thighs or towards the navel. Suck in the lower abdomen, send the tailbone up towards the sky. And let's take 3 deep breaths. Now start to walk to the top of the mat, nice and slowly, 1 foot in front of the other. And when you get there, let's take a forward fold, bend the knees if you would like to, and hang nice and heavy, holding onto the elbows. Now let's take little pulses, using your abdomen. Push your arms a little further down towards the ground and just pulse, coming up and down. Stretching a little deeper into the hamstrings. Keep pulsing just for a moment. Allow the head to be nice and long. So using the abdomen to pull you down and then just pulsing back up. Now inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Let's do this 3 times. Inhale, look up, wave the spine up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. On your next inhale, let's raise our hands above the head. Touching the palms, and exhale to your heart center. Stand up nice and tall, hands by the side of the body. And let's take 3 deep breaths here in mountain before we begin. Inhale the hands above the head. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Take 3 lifts again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands and let's step back into our plank. You can take a nice easy variation here, yogi's choice. You can either drop the knees or stay up nice and high in your plank. For the first Chaturanga, we're all going to come down towards the belly all the way to the floor. Inhale for a baby cobra, lifting the hands off the ground. Look straight ahead. Exhale down and let's send our hips up and back to our downward facing dog. Now let's inhale the right leg to the sky. Hold it there for as long as you can. Take 3 deep breaths. If you need to lower it down, then feel free to lower it down. Now exhale that leg to your chest and hold it there. 1 deep breath. Exhale, send the leg up and back into the air. And now exhale that leg towards the right elbow, as high up on the elbow as you can. If you can't get it all the way, don't worry. And exhale the leg back up into the sky. If this is all too much, then just stay in downward facing dog. And now exhale that knee across towards the left elbow. And then exhale, send it back up to the sky. And drop that knee. Drop that leg. We're going to do the same with the other side. Inhale the left leg to the sky. Hold it up for 3 deep breaths. Remember, you can just take downward facing dog. You don't have to do this. Exhale the knee to the chest. Hold it there just for an inhale. And exhale it back to the sky. Now exhale, take that knee to the left elbow. Take an inhale and exhale it to the sky. Inhale and then exhale, take the knee to the right elbow and send it back up into the sky. Hold it for 1 deep inhale. And exhale, release. Let's take our wide-legged forward fold once again. Take the knees as wide as the mat. Spread the arms out in front of you. And now you can either take your chest and your chin to the ground, if that feels good, or just take the forehead down to the ground. Whatever feels better for your neck and for your body today. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And now keep your hands where they are. Let's send our hips up and back to downward facing dog. And now let's step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. If you want to try hopping, then inhale, drop the knees, look forward, and just jump as far as you can. Try to make your jump nice and light by sucking in the lower abdomen, really trying to engage your mula bandha, the root lock, and have a little jump. Don't worry if you didn't make it all the way to the top, then just walk yourself a little further up and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. We're going to take 3 of these again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, bend the knees, coming into chair pose. You can reach the hands up above the head, lifting the toes off of the ground, or just keep your hands to your heart center. Take one deep inhale and exhale. Inhale to standing. Hands by the side. Just move the shoulders. Roll them back behind you. Let's take 3 rolls with the shoulders. And then rotate in the opposite direction. Now let's take our right arm across the body, stretching through the right arm, look over towards the right. And release that arm. Let's take the left across the body. Stretching through the left, looking towards the left side. And inhale the hands above the head. Exhale, bend the knees, come down to chair. Draw your hands to your heart center. We're going to take a chair twist here. So take your right elbow to the left leg. Try to keep your knees in line with each other. And sink as low as you can with the hips. Taking a little twist, looking over to the left. Take 2 deep breaths. Inhale to heart center, and let's go to the other side. Taking the left arm to the right leg, look over towards the right. Take 2 deep inhales and exhales. Back to center. Inhale the hands to the sky. And exhale to your heart center. Lift up through the left leg and let's send it behind us. And step back. Stay in your high lunge with that back heel lifted off the ground. Engage through the knee, sending it up towards the body. Bend low into the front leg. Hands to the heart center. And let's exhale, step forward. Inhale, step back. We're going to do this 3 times. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, step back. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Now open up to warrior 2. Turn that back foot to about a 45-degree angle to the back of the mat. Lean forward into the front leg. Open up through the arms. Keep everything nice and strong. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, come on up, lifting that arm above the head. And then straighten through the front leg. Let's take a wide stance with the legs here, and a wide-legged forward fold. Interlace the hands behind the back and start to lean forward from the hips. Folding as far forward as you can, bend the knees whenever you need to, and allow the shoulders to fall up and over the head, hanging nice and heavy, stretching the front of the shoulders and the backs of the hamstrings and the inner thighs. Take one more deep breath here. inhale, take your hands to your thighs and let's come on up nice and slowly using the power of your legs. Turn that front foot, come back down to your warrior two, opening up through the hips, looking over the fingertips. Inhale the hands to the sky, twisting through the back leg so that the heel is now off the ground, back in your high lunge, and exhale, step forward back into your mountain. Shake the legs out just for a moment. Drop the hands by your side. Stand up nice and tall and take 3 deep breaths, closing the eyes. Open the eyes and we're going to inhale the right leg to the sky, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Start to lean forward, step back with that right leg into your high lunge, keeping the heel off the ground, lifting up through the knee, bending forward into the front leg, hand to the heart center. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, step forward using the power of the left leg. Exhale, step back into your high lunge. Take a nice inhale, exhale, step forward. And inhale, step back. Exhale down. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, step forward. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, lift the leg, exhale, step back. Back to the high lunge. Take a deep inhale and exhale, step forward. Shake out the legs just for a moment. We're going to step back one more time. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, step back. Let's open up through that foot, taking it about a 45 degree angle to the back of the mat. Bending through the front leg, opening up through the arms for our warrior two. Take one deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lean forward and reach the arm up to the sky. Exhale, straighten through the front leg. And let's turn our foot to face the long edge of the mat. We're going to come back down for our wide-legged forward fold. Interlace the hands behind the back in your non-habitual way, so the opposite way to how you did before. This may feel a little awkward with the opposite thumb on top. Start to lean forward from the hips and allow your hands to fall up and over the head. Take your stance as wide as you would like it. And remember, you can always bend through the knees if that feels better for you. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, release the hands, place the hands on the hips. On your inhale, let's come on up using the power of the legs. Come back up to standing, rotate through the front foot back into your warrior two. Open up through the arms, look straight ahead. Take one more deep breath here. Inhale, rotate the back leg so that the heel's off the ground. Hands to the sky for your high lunge. And then exhale, step forward into your mountain. Shaking out the legs. And come back into your mountain. Let's take 3 deep breaths, hands by the side body. Close the eyes, zip the legs nice and tightly together. Big toes touching and your heels slightly apart. Inhale the hands to the sky. Look up, touch the palms. Exhale, drop the hips, come back down for the chair pose. Hands to the heart center, as low back as you can, lifting the feet off the ground. And let's take our spinal twist once again. Exhale, lower down, taking our right arm to the left leg. Looking over to the left, enjoying the spinal twist. And inhale, come up to the center. Exhale, rotate over to the right. Left elbow to the right knee, looking over towards the right. Take one inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come on up to the center and take the hands above the head. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, bending from the hips. Bend the knees whenever you need to. Come on down. Inhale, halfway lift. We're going to do these lifts 3 times once again. Suck in that lower abdomen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and grab onto the back of the legs. Pull yourself a little deeper into your forward fold. Using the power of the abdomen. Let's take one more inhale, look up. Now plant the palms, we're going to step back into our plank. Hold your plank for 3 breaths. Yogi's choice, feel free to drop the knees whenever you want to. Let's take 3 deep inhales and exhales. Exhale. Yogi's choice again, take whichever Chaturanga you want, either all the way down to the belly for a baby cobra, a full cobra, or take your upward facing dog. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, send your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Walk out your dog just for a moment. Feel free to stretch out the side body, bending through the right legs, twisting over towards the left. And then the opposite side, bending the left, twisting over to the right. Now drop the knees as wide as the mat. We're going to take our wide-legged forward fold once again. Send the hips back. Either the forehead to the mat or the chest and the chin towards the mat. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, walk yourself back up. Bring your knees together. Come up onto the toes. You may want to walk to the center of the mat a little bit here. Come up onto the toes so that they're untucked. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to play around with a little stow-tand. I'm like the queen of spoonerisms. If you guys don't know what spoonerisms are, feel free to look it up. I always get my words mixed around. Okay, so we're going to start to lift up through the knees. Use your hands to place them on the floor with the knees lifted. Come up onto the toes. And if you can, if you've got the balance, take your hands to your heart center. Look straight ahead. Find your drishti point, somewhere that isn't moving. A point on the wall or just straight ahead of you. A little bit of yoga for the toes here. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Exhale, drop the knees. take the feet underneath you now, untuck the toes. And let's lean backwards. Now we're going to see if we can stretch out the front of the feet. So lean backwards and see if you can lift your knees off the ground here. Sitting on the heels. If this is too uncomfortable, don't worry, just sit here. This is enough of a stretch. Just be here. And close the eyes and take 3 deep breaths. If you can, place the hands below the body, maybe even to the side of you, and start to lean back. Lifting the knees off the ground, only if this feels good. And take 3 deep breaths here. And then come on down. Staying on the heels, let's inhale the hands up to the sky, take a little back bend, open up through the arms, inhaling, exhale, arch the spine, push the belly in towards the navel and push everything away. Inhale, take a back bend, look up, exhale, push away, arching the spine. One more time, inhale, look up, exhale, push away. Now let's come all the way down to our bums, sending the legs out long in front of us. Let's take a forward fold, but first of all, just sitting up nice and tall, really engaging the legs. Try to engage them to the point where the heels of the feet are off of the ground. Feel free to lean back if you can't sit all the way up forward, and hold on behind here. Or you can come forward and just bring your hands to your heart center, engaging the legs, lifting the heels off the ground. Take 3 deep breaths. This is quite strong. You can feel the abdomen working, you can feel the thighs. One more deep breath and release. Now let's start to fold forward. Either just come down to the shins or wherever you can. You can even bend the knees. Wherever you are, start to lean forward and take your forward fold. Take 3 deep breaths wherever you are. Inhale, look up and start to walk your hands down the legs. We're going to come all the way down to our backs now. Take your feet to the ground, and as slowly as you can, let's roll our spines down vertebrae by vertebrae. Ah, this feels good now. Now let's bring our legs up, and we're going to take happy baby. Before we do, just hug the knees down towards the armpits. Lift up through the legs. See if you can take your hands to grab either the ankles, or you can grab the outer edges of the feet and pull them down towards the body, down towards the armpits. Keep the tailbone as flat to the ground as possible, the lower back nice and flush to the mat. Keep the shoulder blades on the ground as well. If any of those parts of the body are starting to lift up too much, then you've gone too far, and just ease back. Maybe hold on to the ankles or the shins somewhere. Just enjoy this hip opener for a moment here. Close the eyes and let's take 3 deep breaths. And release. Take the legs into the sky, wrap them either once and just squeeze the legs together, or wrap them twice in your eagle legs. Hold them up in the air and really squeeze the inner thighs together, engaging the abdomen, engaging the inner thighs. Take 2 deep breaths here. Whichever leg you have on top, let's swap it so the other leg is on top now, and either once and just squeeze them together, or twice. Really give them a squeeze. One more deep inhale and release. We're going to release the legs out long, a bit wider than hip distance apart. Hands a few inches away from the body, facing up towards the sky. Head facing up towards the sky. Relax your shoulder blades underneath the body. We're coming down for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Allow everything to be really heavy here. Feel your body melting into the mat. Feel everything relaxing, the fingertips in their natural curve. Try to relax that space between the eyebrows, and even relax the tongue within your mouth by keeping the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth, and allow the rest of the tongue to fall away. Keeping everything nice and still. I'm going to be with you for 1 minute, and you're welcome to stay as long as you like in Shavasana. Enjoy the silence and the stillness, and just listen to the birds here in Costa Rica. I'll be with you in 1 minute. If any thoughts cross your mind, allow them to pass. For those of you ready to close off your practice, start to wiggle your fingertips and then your toes, feeling that nice tingling sensation coming back to the body. And then rotate the ankles and the wrists. And then take that rotation in the opposite direction. And then inhale the hands above the head, stretching through the legs and the whole body. Roll over onto the side body, keeping the eyes nice and closed. Take one inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, push yourself up into a comfortable seat of your choice. Sit up nice and tall through the spine, hands to the knees. Take a deep inhale and exhale out of the mouth. Take your palms to your heart center, rub them together, creating a warm friction between them. And then place the palms over the eyes. Behind your palms, start to open the eyes, looking up and down from side to side. And then draw the palms to your heart center with your eyes closed. Bow your head. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. I'm so proud of you all. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Just keep enjoying the rest of your day. Take your mindfulness and presence with you. Namaste. You can open your eyes.